Hey guys, it's Lucky MC here, and today we are going to be talking about something such as Minecraft Alpha Multiplayer. As you see a lot on YouTube with legacy Minecraft content, you'll see Minecraft Alpha being shown around a lot, but no one really touches into the things such as multiplayer, which is a big part of its history, but very little touched on. Also, there's some things about Minecraft Alpha Multiplayer which I see there's some problems with, especially when it comes to its internal code. Notch, our good friend here, fucked up some things, and now it's basically a buggy mess. At least through all of Alpha. It was fixed later on, but overall, it's some very interesting things that are messed up in Alpha that are very little touched on when it comes to talking about Minecraft's history, especially the parts of the code where Alpha Multiplayer is extremely vulnerable to exploits. Now, when talking about exploits in Minecraft Alpha Multiplayer, due to the way Minecraft Alpha Multiplayer was coded, Notch left a lot of things client-side, including certain things such as inventory, despite in the code being called server-side inventory. Now, the issue with leaving certain things client-side means that someone on the client end could manipulate data before sending it to the server, thus creating multiple occasions where you could spawn certain items in, which is overall very bad. Don't do this when doing game design. Also along the fact that he left certain items that he removed in the code, partially in the code, meaning if someone were to modify their client to let them have these items and render them safely, and no one else can do that, therefore, when someone spawns in such an item on their client, everyone else that doesn't have this item correctly loaded in crashes immediately, which overall is very bad because this allows another player to crash everyone else in the server. As you can see in the background of this audio, you can see a player who's joined the server using a hack client that I actually designed for testing such exploits, and that is something called multiplayer commands. What this basically does is allow you to use the single-player commands mod, which has existed for 50 million years, to be able to run on the server. And what this basically allows me to do is use such commands like give, which allow you to give you any item you want on the server, which is, let's say, not very optimal and pretty bad. And also, in this client, I've included an exploit that I've written myself, and that allows you to, number one, make block IDs such as the wool that doesn't exist in this version actually renderable on your client, and B, actually allow it to be given to you, which, if rendered by any other player, immediately crashes their game, which overall is not great. Now, what I find interesting too about this scenario is that absolutely every single one of these major exploits were fixed in Beta 1.0 when Marcus Persson changed all the client-side stuff to server-side, which fixed a large amount of these exploits and made the game relatively safe to host servers on. However, these servers are not alpha and overall might not have the same amount of enjoyment as them because they are not alpha. Overall, this video is sort of serving as a warning to anyone who might want to open legacy servers on this version, as these versions are extremely insecure, so watch out if you're making a server at any versions from Alpha 1.0.6 to Alpha 1.2.6, as these versions tend to be the most vulnerable to such exploits, especially along with the fact that these crash exploits are extremely dangerous and can actually brick a server if the block is dropped on the ground, as that means anyone who tries to connect to the server will render this block immediately, especially if placed on a spawn, and dropped on the spawn, and they will crash. And basically no one will be able to join said server, which is very bad. Now, when protecting yourself from these exploits, there's not much you can really do, other than not have a public alpha server, as these versions are incredibly vulnerable to such things. Even though it might sound like a fun idea, it doesn't mean it's a good idea. Now, finishing up this video, I want you to keep in mind that these versions are very insecure, and to protect yourself, it's better just to not host any public server on them at all. Now, overall, keep yourself safe, and have a wonderful day. Peace.